Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Fielded at the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Fight. Take it. 43 rail. Cut.
Straight to the air here. It's Young. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Check field. Ready?
The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Ready. 45. Wide. Cut.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's got a man left. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
Come on, set. 50, green. Hey, check mega. Ultra. Go out. Ready. Go.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Ready. Gravity Lion.
They'll go play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. 2nd down run gets him 5. They've got 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
3rd and long for him here. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll work against the blitz. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Running from the pistol here with Jency. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Zach, ready?
This is Jency on 2nd. Free inside the 30. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready,
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
ready.
They'll start this one out with Hall. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Nice. Ready.
Working now from the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
To the left side, reeled in by Wilson. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Nice punch here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this one sails out, no return on the punt.
Ready.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
First play is going to be a give to Jency. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. No motion or receiver left.
52 blue.
First down, Young. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jency. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
From the pistol, it's Young. Flushed out of the pocket. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
We feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Working on first down. They set up the screen here for Hall. Escapes the defender. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready! Rocco 80. Ready!
Trying to throw this from the gun. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
They give on second to Hall. He's foraying up the middle. That's about 3. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the gun, it's Hall. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Big Lion. Ready, right?
3rd and long, they're going to throw. It's caught by Wilson. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset these chains.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Cougar 19, 18, Rattler 18.
Throwing it on 2nd down. That's what right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. For the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Ready, ready.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
Come on. Set. 60 bikes. Go.
4th down, pass coming. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Bronco 80.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. Makes the catch, and he has the New York touchdown. The Jets earn the chance to tie before halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here we go.
And off to Genty. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And that is a touchdown. some late points and the lead.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him over the middle. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch. Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
70.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they'll fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big deal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throw here, 3rd down. On the move, headed right. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. It's Young. The throw here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 33. Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after.
Set. Edo Blue. Blue 32. Set.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. 3 inside the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Here's Young again. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Third and a lone yard coming up.
10 cycles. Ready. 30, 52 blaster. 6, mega. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off for points. They did just that.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock. This one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
come on. Ready.
Back to throw it. This is a heater going deep. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll throw to start the drive. He's got a man left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Ready.
They're going play action. Going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready. Hawk 70. left.
A give left side for Hall. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Trey Tucker to return it. And he's out a little short of the 30.
Trey Tucker on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Straight ahead with Jeanty. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Okay, right.
To the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Go ultra. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Chop, 7, blue. Steel, black. Blue, yellow, ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Young on the play action. Defense is too much here, and the Jets drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's taken in by Tucker. He gets loose down the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Here we go, shot. 70 Lions.
Working on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give them 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Through the middle. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you.
Rush coming off the edge, and they broke it! The Raiders pick it up. And he doesn't get too far on the return, but hey, the overall play amounts to a point kept off the board with that blocked extra point.
That is a sneaky little play here from the special teams unit. I know, you might be thinking, yeah, they lost the lead, but that block, you know what it does? It's kind of like life. We have energy givers and energy takers. And that one just gave a little energy back to the team, even though they're down and now got to fight back.
And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up in great field position.
We have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Young looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Buying some time right. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that takes them to 3rd down.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow, cut, go. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice drop catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Giving this to Genty. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Black, 95. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Here's the long back on the handoff. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Let's go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Young on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Set.
Here's Young to throw. Finds Genty underneath. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Go get him.
Hut.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
60 by 6. Go.
Desperation time here. Brought in right side. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Well, he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
You're ready.
Another give here to Jency. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Red, yellow. Go. Hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good. And it extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap.
They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Come 19. Come on. Set.
Back to throw. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nothing. Ready.
Pass play now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Let's go now. Panther 11.
I'll throw it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Genty from the gun. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Looking to throw, Young. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. We'll go with a Brazilian keeper. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Come on, set. Ready.
First down, Young. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we come.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to the line they come. Second down.
Down. Cut.
Back to Genty. He's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
32. Ready.
On third down, it's Young. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roger McCreary takes it away. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul.
Ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. Breaks through and breaks away. Keeps himself upright. He cuts it to the... And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the fourth. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Anderson on to handle the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Stephanie! Cowboy 80!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
19, Tiger, 19, Panther 11.
Throwing it on second down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Into a crowd. Intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. Stopping the quick pass, it became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Set.
Line up the design keeper. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, the body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that ball.